Join me and my family as we explore the breathtakingly beautiful Pilanesberg National Park in search for the perfect wildlife photograph. This is Chasing the Shot, Part 1. Let's go. Hello everyone, we just arrived here at Manyani camp. We are quickly gonna set up camp and then probably just have a nice peaceful evening, and then we'll go out for first game drive tomorrow. So let's go set up camp. Pulling up to Manyani always feels like the start of something special. The smell of the bush, the distant calls of the francolins, it has that sense that adventure lies just beyond the fence. And now, as the tents take their shape, we're all super excited for the adventure that lies ahead. Hello everyone, we just finished setting up camp. I got a bit distracted with all the wildlife here in camp. I think I got some nice shots of some of the mongooses. I also tried some panning shots on the guinea fowl, and we'll see how those come out. Tonight we're just gonna enjoy a nice braai, and then I'll see you tomorrow morning. Hey guys, we're just getting our permits and everything ready to go on our first game drive. So let's go see what we can see. Hello.
How are you?
Good thanks. Nothing beats that excitement of seeing your first animals on your first day out on game drive. And even though it might not be the most amazing animals in the world, I think we should never stop to appreciate the small things in life. It wasn't long before the sun crested the horizon, leaving its golden light spilled across the Pilanesberg bush, painting every leaf, every blade of grass in its warm ambient tones. The air was still cool, but the land seemed to glow with life. It was that kind of morning that makes one pause and take it all in. One feels so grateful to be here watching the bush come alive under a golden blanket. And not long after leaving the notoriously famous Hippo Loop, we saw our first predators of the trip, this herd of lions. It turns out they were actually feeding on a zebra carcass they managed to catch the previous night.
We are here at Monkway Hyde. We had a nice morning game drive. We saw some lions way off in the distance. Not the most photogenic, but I think I got a video or two to at least show you them. But they were probably like 400 meters into the bush. We're slowly gonna make our way back to camp now and see what we can see.
I believe you should try to get at least one amazing shot every time you go out to photograph. And if you look again, you might have 20 or 30 amazing images. And my favorite shot of this game drive came in the heat of the day when these girls were bothering this fish eagle. Because of this, I thought the fish eagle might fly away. So I put my shutter speed nice and high, and just before we decided to drive on, the fish eagle flew right past our car and I managed to get the shot. Back at camp, I spent most of the afternoon doing some bird watching and photography. One thing I've learned is just how valuable it can be to just walk around inside camp with your camera. You don't always have to be out on a game drive to capture something special. Birds, insects, even little moments of light and shadow can make for some beautiful shots. And sometimes they even end up being some of the photos you treasure most. Like this photo I got of this unique impala. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just to sit and wait quietly and let the animals come to you, enabling for some amazing photographic opportunities.
We are about to leave for our afternoon game drive. We might go check up on those lions, see if they have moved. It would also be nice to see some elephants. But yes, let's see what we can go find.
And we didn't have to wait long before we found those elephants. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, one elephant approached us from the front and another one from behind. We had nothing to do but to pray.
We asked for elephants, we got elephants. We just had a super close encounter with them. One came from the front and one came from behind. There was a dam on the left and a big ditch on the right, so there was nowhere to go. And they were literally against the car. But luckily we're fine. This was the road and we were in the middle of those two elephants. That was super close. But luckily, even despite the close call, I managed to get a few decent photographs, but still not this shot I'm looking for. And after an amazing time with the world's biggest land mammal, we decided to move on to see if we can go find those lions. And it didn't take long for us to find those lions in beautiful golden light. But we didn't just find the lions. We also found this white rhino and her calf a few hundred meters away from the lions, which would make for quite a cool sighting, as you'll see now. And after this amazing sunset and one last glimpse of both the rhinos and the lions, we had to head back before the gates close.
What a day! Jeez, my son, what a day, eh? With the elephants. The thing is about the elephants in Pilanesberg is they are very aggressive elephants. So for us to be sandwiched between those two elephants, this side it's the river, this side it's the donga or whatever you call it. It was quite scary, eh? So how did you feel in that moment?
A bit nerve-wracking. They were literally right against the car, but glad we are fine.
You can say that again. Mum was quite scared, praying all the way for us. So that was good that we can pray. So that is always a safe place for us to go when we are in danger to call upon the name of Jesus as well, eh? So that is amazing.
And after a delicious dinner, and the most important part of any campfire, the marshmallows, we went to bed, ready for the day to come.
Let's go.
A new morning in Pilanesberg, and the bush awakes once again. The cool air carries the calls of the birds, and the horizon glows with soft light. And with every breath, the promise of fresh adventure fills the day. As another chapter begins, do we get the shot today?
We are here at the site where the lion kills was yesterday. No sight of the lions, but there is some jackals and crows at the carcass. Let's see if we can go find that lions.
Hey guys, we are here at Morkowani Dam's Hide. I see some hippos. I also see quite a few birds. We had a nice drive this morning, but I must say I find it quite difficult to decide when to take a photo and when to take a video. But I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. I think for me, photography will always come first before the video, but I think I'm at least getting quite a few nice videos for you guys. So let's go get that shot now.
Hello everyone, we are here at Chikudu Nicho Road. Sorry if I am pronouncing that wrong. We've heard that there is a leopard with a cub here. We've also seen their tracks. So we're quietly driving up and down to see if we can maybe find them. So hopefully we find them. Hey guys, we're just waiting here at the water hole, and maybe something might come down for a drink. Unfortunately we couldn't find those leopards, but we'll keep trying, and we're still chasing that amazing shot. Hello everyone, we spent most of the afternoon at the underground hide at Kwamaritani, but we left there now. We're on our way to go look for some cheetahs or whatever we can find. So yes, let's hope for the best.
Although we didn't see anything super spectacular on our way back to camp, there's nothing better than being out in the bush with your camera. And then I saw a photo I've been wanting to get for years, an elephant throwing up dust. But unfortunately, the elephant was just too far away and the sun was just too low in the sky to get a good photo. But later in this trip, I might just get this shot I've been dreaming of for years. So will this shot be my new favorite photograph? Well, you're gonna have to watch to find out. Back at camp, we enjoyed some delicious marshmallows next to the sizzling campfire.
Hello everyone, just a quick lesson on how to photograph the Milky Way. So you want to grab your wide angle lens, a nice sturdy tripod. You want to set your lens to its widest maximum aperture, your shutter speed at around 15 or 20 seconds, and your ISO at around 5000 or 6400. Manual focus on the stars, put a 2-second timer delay and take this off. And you also ideally don't want any light pollution or a full moon. Unfortunately, it's full moon tonight, but we'll still try to make it work. Morning everyone, don't worry, I'm not gonna pretend like I just woke up. This morning we decided to just have a nice relaxing morning in camp, to sleep in a bit, enjoy the wildlife here in the camp. So yes, it's also freezing this morning, while it was freezing yesterday and the day before that as well. But then let's see what we can go find in the camp. And be sure to subscribe because there's a whole video coming out about wildlife photography inside the camp.
In my opinion, you can really get some of your favorite photos right outside your tent, because you can always get the perfect angle because you're not limited by your vehicle. couldn't decide which of these two woodpecker photos are my favorite. So why don't you help me by leaving your opinion in a comment down below.
Hello everyone, I'm just quickly planning our route for our next game drive, and a huge help in that has been the Pilanesberg self-drive routes, roads and ratings. It has a detailed description of every single road in the park, going over everything from what you can expect to see and even high quality images. A huge thanks for HPH Publishing for giving us discount on not only Pilanesberg self-drive, but also on Kruger and Galagadi self-drive. If you are interested in one for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description.
And so, after some of the less fun parts of camping, we were back in search for that perfect shot.
Hello everyone, we're out here on afternoon game drive. It's still hot in the middle of the day. We decided to drive the Bing Drive Road. We are here at Salty Springs and there's a few animals coming down to drink. So enjoy!
In the middle of the day, one's images will often come out quite bland because of the harsh light. So something you can try is to process your images in black and white, like I did here. So, after spending some amazing time with this herd of zebras and kudus, they decided to leave. So we decided it was time to move on in search for the next photographic opportunity. And it didn't take long before we found this juvenile fish eagle. Although animals tend to be most active early in the morning and late in the afternoon, sometimes you can have some amazing sightings and get some amazing shots in the heat of the day.
Hello everyone, we are here at Raflogu Hide, and this is basically where my photography journey started exactly 2 years and 2 days ago. So it is just nice to be here and enjoy the hide. Let's see what comes down to drink.
Here are some of the photos I got whilst at the hide. Hello everyone, we are currently here at a elephant roadblock. You'll know you don't want to mix with the elephants in Pilanesberg, so we're just patiently waiting for them to pass, and then we'll continue on our trip. I have found that editing makes a huge difference on the final outcome of your images. So I like to, if it's possible, include a raw file and then an edited file so that you can see my thought process and the difference in how the image started and finished. So hopefully you enjoy it as well. And then this happened.
Hello everyone, we just heard that there is a cheetah with a kill on this road, so we are on our way there. Hopefully we get that amazing shot. Hello everyone, we found the cheetah and our cubs. I definitely got the shot I was looking for. I think it's my new favorite photo. Unfortunately we can't find them now with the kill, but we can't complain. We got some amazing photos, I got the shot, and thanks for joining me as we chase the shot.
And even though I love every single one of these photographs, my new favorite photograph is actually still to come.
I'm just so grateful and happy and everything for that amazing sighting and those amazing shots. Thank you to that guide who told us where the cheetahs were. We are here at Pilanesberg Center. I see some guinea fowl. Let's photograph them. How do you feel about that amazing sighting?
That was made my day. Best ever.
I think it's my favorite sighting of my entire life.
Super cute.
The amazing thing about the sighting, it was open. You can see them walk from far. The photos you took was amazing because there was no obstruction. We were lucky they chose to walk right in front of our car, so we were very blessed, yes.
And then while we were enjoying some chips at the Pilanesberg Center, a whole herd of elephants came to the salt lick right in front of us. And then, all of a sudden, everything lined up. I pulled the trigger and I got the shot. I think the main reason why this is my favorite shot is not actually because of the photo itself, but the story behind this photograph and the fact that I've been wanting a shot like this ever since I've started wildlife photography. I would love to hear your opinion in the comments. Maybe there's a shot you liked more, or even a tip for processing that image.
Yo everyone, just when I thought the day couldn't get any better, a whole herd of elephants came to the salt lick at the Pilanesberg Center, and I got some of my favorite shots there, shots that I've been dreaming of for quite a while, of the elephants throwing up dust. So yes, what a day, I'm so grateful.
Hello everyone, I'm Zoe, Ruben's sister, and here's just a look behind the scenes of all the incredible photos Ruben takes. But behind every photo there's a story, so I'm usually here at the back with him when he's taking all the photos, and he has so much gear that I have to just sit in the corner and sometimes hold his camera. So in here we have all these gear, and sometimes I have to hold his big camera with his lens, and he has to use this thingy to clean the lens, which is random. But his jackets are here, his the maps, and there we have ISO stuff. I have no idea what it is, and his beanbag in between everything. And he had a big, not this bag, he had a big, smaller bag, I don't really know. And his jacket always had to make a cover for it. Usually I'd say less space in this bag, so I would sit in this corner and the bag would have all the glory because
Chasing the shot?
because he has to take the perfect shot for you guys. So you have to be very faithful and you have to appreciate the photos, because I'm at the back here suffering. So subscribe and like the channel.
Back at camp, I made sure to format all my memory cards and back up all those amazing photos and videos to have nice fresh memory cards for our final day in the park.
Hello everyone, we're going on our last game drive of the trip. I think I got the shot and I'm extremely happy, so whatever we see now is a bonus, but still let's hope for the best and maybe see something cool.
Is there anything better than enjoying your rasks with one of Africa's most iconic birds? I definitely don't think so. Just sit back and enjoy God's perfect creation. Here are some of the shots I got this morning.
We are here at Hippo Loop and a large part of the bush is burnt. it wasn't yesterday evening, so something probably happened last night. So yes, but unfortunate to see, but it is what it is.
And after an amazing time with my favorite antelope, we saw probably the biggest herd of baboons I've ever seen. Seeing rhinos in the wild is always a privilege. With their numbers under constant threat from poaching, every sighting is a reminder of how important it is to protect these giants for future generations.
Hello everyone, we are here at Fish Eagle picnic spot, just admiring the beautiful view. We saw a lot of general game this morning on our game drive. No big cats, but it was just nice seeing some kudus, rhinos and everything. We're probably gonna slowly make our way back to camp now and pack up. So hopefully we see something on our way back to camp.
On our way back to camp, as we stopped to admire every small thing for one last time, we couldn't help but think back on the amazing trip we've had and the memories that will stay with us forever. And then our drive ended with this unfortunate sighting of this elephant carcass, but I guess this is part of the circle of life.
Okay guys, that's all for this video. A huge thanks if you've watched up until the end. A huge thanks to my family as well for helping me script and film this video. And then I'll see you in the next one.